What up, Depth Chart? It's your boy, young broadcaster Jared Young, here on the set of the 2 Point Perspective with my co-host Myles on the mic, Myles Sweeney, for episode 41. And today's episode is brought to you by fast casual, a term only used by people refusing to admit they're wrong. Fast casual, because pretending to be healthy is easier than admitting you have a problem.
Yeah, John, it's only been like 5 minutes, but have you changed your mind? Are you on our side now?
No.
If you guys don't know what I'm referring to, last week we had a wonderful discussion.
Yes.
Very, very respectful, not heated at all, about fast food and
what qualifies it to be fast food.
Right, yes,
and,
exactly.
we posted some of these clips not too long ago. So if you guys have an opinion,
go
you
check
want to
them
drop,
out.
go put them in the comments, and if you disagree with us, just know you're wrong. But we still want to hear your voice.
It's okay to be wrong.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
all right. Yeah, right, John? It's okay to be wrong. You know all about that. Well, moving on, we're going to move on to our dual threat bet. And so Myles actually won last week.
Shocker.
It was a full moon. It was weird. It's all right. Don't get too scared.
And I was out there howling, baby.
Yeah,
because
things
I was
will be
hyped.
back. Things will be back to normal this week, where Myles will be losing. But Myles did win the dual threat bet, and it is time to pull again after we flip.
So Jared is 9-6, and I am 6-9. So that in and of itself should say I'm going to win.
Well, Myles has to hope and pray for Game 7 in order for that to happen. If the finals don't go to Game 7, then Myles is pretty cooked. So
probably. Well, maybe you can give me a little.
It's a definite.
You could throw me a bone like I did in season 1. I was trying to give you a chance.
If it goes to a Game 7, I'll throw you a bone.
Okay.
All right. Myles, call it in the air.
Okay. Tails.
It was heads, Myles.
Here we go. What bet is Jared going to lose this week? Let's find out.
I'm not going to lose, Myles. You're going to be pretty much toast after this week.
Because I got so much bread.
I got Brunson plus 6.5 assists.
Okay. Well, he had a good game 1.
He did.
And we'll get into that, but
what this is going to be for what game? This is tomorrow night's game.
Friday. Yeah,
okay.
Game 2.
So 6.5 assists for Friday night's game. And let's move right into the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
So currently, this is a 1999 rematch, almost exactly the same as Tim Duncan's 1999 Spurs when they defeated the Knicks in 5 games to win his very first ever ring. New York is fighting to snap a 53-year championship drought. Yeah. Which is, I mean, that's
hilarious.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I won't be rooting for the Knicks. I'm a Eastern Conference guy.
You said you will be, or
I
you
will not be.
Okay,
no, I will not be. I'm an Eastern Conference guy. I'm a Celtics fan, but I will not be rooting for New York. It kind of seems like a lot of the country is, though. A lot of people don't want the Spurs to win. But I really like Wembanyama, and that's where my heart's going.
Well, this is a tough one for me because the Spurs have already had their dynasty, and it annoys me that they have 3 studs, and it's very ironic that they get these 3 like great lottery players, and then now they're changing the NBA lottery rules.
Right. Well, how do you feel about the Patriots though? You could say almost the same thing, right? They were really successful last season.
Yeah, and I hated that I had to root for Seattle in that Super Bowl. This is like a kind of a similar thing. I hate
you rooted for Seattle.
I did. Yeah.
Ugh.
Because Patriots, they suffered for 2 years. Like they can.
Yeah.
Seattle. I hate Seattle so much. But that was a tough one. But I mean, for this one specifically, the Knicks, you gotta hate them.
Right.
The Spurs, I mainly hate them as a Suns fan. If I can put that aside more than just hating the Knicks because they're the Knicks.
I just like Wembanyama, man.
I like Wemby too.
Something that's really cool about this NBA Finals is that this will be the 8th year that the NBA will be crowning a different champion.
That's good for the sport.
Yes, I agree. I wish that would happen a little bit more in the NFL because it's seeming like some of these poverty franchises are never going to get out of poverty.
I'll give the NFL credit though, because there's that stat that like 4 every single year for X amount of years, 4 teams that weren't in the playoffs the year before make it the very next year. And that carried over into this year. So I do think there's a good turnaround, and you're able to turn your franchise around like that in the NFL.
Yeah, but I think
some of these poverty teams can't do it, but
we've seen a lot of Chiefs and a lot of Patriots in the last 20 years.
We have. Yeah. But I mean, football is it's also so hard. But I mean, we'll get into the NFL. There was a lot that happened, but last night you and I were both in agreement the Spurs were probably going to take this series. I don't think we gave a game amount. I would have said Spurs in 6.
I would have also said Spurs in 6. I don't think 7 games.
The Knicks have stolen home court advantage.
And they were down 14 points.
They were. Yeah. The Spurs kind of crumbled towards the end. De'Aaron Fox was not playing well down the stretch. Jalen Brunson took that game over. And this shakes it up. I'm not going to say Knicks are winning this, though. I think
I still don't think so either.
I think it's going to be I think it'll be a 7-game series.
Really?
When you steal the home court like that, it really shakes things up.
I'm still saying Spurs in 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think,
but at the same time though, if the NBA wants that 7th game, because that's money that they're losing out on if it doesn't go to 7 games.
And
so
people are actually watching now.
Maybe it is 7 games.
Yeah. But we always talk about the rest versus rust factor. The Knicks, they had their stretch of rust, but then they immediately, because that was like almost 2 weeks of rest.
Well, that's the second time too in a series where they've been down by over 14 points in game 1 and come back to win game 1.
Yeah, previously with Cleveland. And that took all the wind out of their sails in that series. So I don't think the Spurs will fall victim to that. But
yeah, it's not going to be the same.
So, but I mean, the Spurs, the reason why I still think they're going to win, obviously Wemby. You have Castle and Vassell, who are great guard wing defenders. I thought they were going to have Brunson more on lock, and clearly they did not. But even De'Aaron Fox, like being able to push the tempo and all that, he kind of was the reason, one of them, that they lost that game last night. He was struggling a lot.
I think Wembanyama definitely changes the narrative, right? Yeah. That's a really tough individual to defend.
Yeah.
In multiple areas of the court, right? The Knicks are on an 11-game playoff win streak as we speak after sweeping the Cavs, and but the Spurs are battle tested, right? They just came out of a really tough 7-game series, a slugfest, if you will, against OKC, and I think that Josh Hart is going to actually end up being the target of the scheme.
You think so?
I do.
Okay, interesting. Well, yeah, because if they're going to hone in on Brunson, you still got, like you said, Hart, Mikal Bridges, these other players, Anunoby, who can still step up and cover the slack. But I think, them taking home court was so important,
right? That
first game, because it completely changes the dynamic of the series, in my opinion. Because we saw that with the Spurs and the Thunder. They go into OKC and they still game 1. Obviously, they went down they lost 2 games in a row after that, but and then they obviously win game 7, but game 1 is important for sure.
I agree. It kind of sets the tone for the rest of the series.
Yeah.
I think that it showed that the Knicks are not here to play. They're a serious contender, and they're going to give it their all. Something that I do want to throw out there, just not quite as serious as what we've been talking about, but if you guys didn't see, there was a streaker in that game, which I think is hilarious. And there's a lot of videos circulating right now of a security guard sprinting out onto the court and then knocking him out right in front of Wembanyama.
He still got the selfie, though.
Yeah, that did not happen, by the way. That is an AI video. So we're going to put that rumor to rest. As an AI video, they did grab the guy and take him off the court, but she certainly didn't run out there and deck him. But I thought that was pretty funny. I almost sent that video on over to John to see if we could get it on the show, but we ran out of time.
That was funny though. But I mean, that guy, like what do you think goes through people's heads when they do that?
Though? Like, I don't know. Maybe he had a parlay. Maybe he had,
maybe maybe his buddy got a little too drunk. Is like, hey, I'll give you X amount of money if you do this.
Maybe he put money on it.
You have to know that you're never going to an NBA game again.
Oh yeah, you're banned for life.
You have to know that.
Yeah, banned for life.
So at least he got the selfie, and he's gonna have his moment in the sun for like internet fame, but. Is it worth it in the long run? I don't know, but it is for our enjoyment, and so no skin off my back.
Well, John doesn't have the video of the streaker, but he does have a game for us. So, Johnny boy, why don't you tell us all about the game that you have for us coming up?
Yeah. Okay. Let's switch on over here. Okay, you guys got that picture up?
Jamal Crawford.
Okay, so today we're gonna be doing a blind ranking. Have you guys ever heard of a blind ranking before?
Yes.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, maybe Jared is being modest or any of the viewers. Essentially how
I do know what a blind ranking is, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, in case Jared's being modest, essentially how a blind ranking works is you get a series of options, and without knowing what's coming next or what is, I guess, in the pool totally, you have to determine where in the tier list you're going to put them. So here we've got the S tier at the very top. We'll just consider this the S tier. Down here is going to be the A tier, the B tier, and then the C tier all the way here at the bottom. So you guys today are going to be doing a little blind ranking of NBA players, and the player pool is going to be players with 2,000 or more made threes.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, so we're starting off with Jamal Crawford.
Now, okay, so how we're going to be obviously ranking these as like overall players, or are we going to be doing like overall 3-point shooters?
I just think where they land in that. I think just overall players probably, because that it's just being filtered by players with 2,000 plus made threes. I'm gonna say C tier.
I would agree. Yeah.
Okay, Jamal going into the C tier. Okay, next up we got Vince Carter.
Ooh. I would put him in C. I would say B probably. What do you think?
I would. I would cap it at B. Okay. I would say B.
Okay, you guys want to go with B?
Yeah, let's go B tier.
Okay. All right, Eric Gordon.
C.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a little too fast.
I mean, I like Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon is a very serviceable player.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce.
Okay, Paul Pierce. Here you go. This is the first curveball so far.
I would say A or B, Myles.
You only have two.
I'm scared. That's what I'm worried about. Is if I'm gonna go B.
B.
I think we need some more wiggle room with the A's.
Yeah, I'm okay with B.
Okay,
S.
Steph.
S. Yeah, S tier. The only other one besides Steph Curry that I would be like Larry, but I don't even know if Larry has 2,000.
I'm sure he does. Ray Allen,
Yeah, Ray Allen was not as prolific as a shooter. I wouldn't even if Steph was available, I wouldn't even put Clay up there.
No, I wouldn't either. Yeah, so S tier.
Yeah, S tier. Yeah,
we got our S tier lock in.
Reggie Miller.
Ooh, okay, Reggie.
Oh man, this is tough.
I would say.
I would go B.
B. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh man, you guys are really
we're gambling with this.
A tier.
Okay,
B tier, right?
Yeah.
All right.
C. Yeah.
Somebody say.
We got confused.
We don't have an F.
I don't know.
Get down to F tier, Paul George.
You want me to put him all the way at the end?
At the end. Yeah, at the end of the
where he belongs.
Since we're
LeBron James. Hey. Now remember, this isn't 3-point shooter. This is we're just ranking these guys, which kind of makes me feel like maybe we shouldn't have put Steph up there. But
yeah, that was a bit. That was.
I think we got thrown back.
It was premeditated, but LeBron obviously C tier. A.
Yeah. C tier. Yeah. A.
Put him next to PG. A tier.
Okay.
LeBron James.
Okay, now second to last. Ray Allen.
I like Ray Allen. Okay, here's the thing though. Ray Allen, has always had a pretty decent supporting cast.
Yeah, he was with the Celtics for that run.
Right. I'm not taking away.
He had Paul Pierce
talent.
and KG.
Yep. And Rajon Rondo.
And Rondo. This is tough because we don't.
They're all great players, but I think he's got to be a C tier.
Okay, so the one that comes after this is automatically behind LeBron.
What do you think, Myles? Before he drops it, what do you think? Are you sure for sure? Are you feeling C tier?
I mean, just
what
based
if the next one's Kobe?
Just based on let's go C tier. We kind of have to lay in the bed we made. Yeah, buddy, Kyle Lowry, where he belongs.
Oh man,
that's in the LeBron tier.
I would have rather had Ray Allen there.
Yeah,
I would have had Ray Allen.
Oh, you guys got a D.
Hey, D's get degrees, baby.
Exactly,
D's get degrees.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, so I assume that's a punishment.
So, and what's that score based off of, John? Is that just based off what other people picked?
Like the metric that the website did?
Yeah, there's probably some inherent value based off their stat line each player has.
You know, I wish we had put LeBron at S tier, Curry at A, because we're not basing this off of 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
It's just that's just how it was filtered, right? And then probably Reggie Miller in A.
Yeah, but you didn't get LeBron until after.
Right, I know.
Yeah, that's the tough part.
I fucked that one up. I'm sorry.
I was worried about it, but I was equally as worried as a player like being a Kobe-esque and then being a Kyle Lowry-esque. But yeah, that's all right. So John,
and I don't hate Kyle Lowry either.
No, I don't either.
Kyle Lowry's he was a good point guard. I don't know.
We can't, but if you could make just one switch to make the whole tier list a little more stomachable, what would it be?
I'd move Ray Allen up into the A tier and Kyle to the C.
We could only move one.
You could
we only swap.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, I would move Ray Allen and Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how much of swapping Curry and LeBron would push the needle.
No, I don't think so either.
No, I think between these two, this is arguable.
Right.
You can make a better case for that than Kyle Lowry and Ray Allen.
Right. Yes, I agree.
Sure,
yes, I agree.
Somebody out there thinks this.
Here's the other thing too. I think that those two are probably only off by one tier, right? Both of those are either gonna be A tier or S tier. Mm-hmm. There's nothing else.
Yeah. So I assume that's a punishment.
There is no punishment.
No punishment this week? Okay.
I did ask.
Yeah.
I put it out there. I said, hey.
No onion on standby?
No,
I got the wheel.
I think making a terrible tier list is punishment. It's damning.
Punishment in and of
itself. This is damning enough.
Yeah. Somebody's going to screenshot this.
I hope they do.
This might haunt our dreams.
Well, you know what else is it may not haunt our dreams, but I think that Caleb Williams' dreams are going to be haunted here very soon as we move into the NFL, because Caleb Williams is going to be on the cover of Madden 27, and the Madden curse is just itching for someone else.
Yeah, it's looking for its next victim.
Oh yeah, and he's the first Bears player in
history, in the franchise history.
In franchise history to be on the cover of Madden.
Is honestly kind of, I don't want to say surprising, but the Bears have had some quality Hall of Fame players, but that had to have predated Madden as a whole. But I worry about him because we talked about this yesterday. There's no way he was their first choice.
Right.
I 100% guarantee they would have gone to Stafford or JSN or Bijan Robinson.
I thought for sure it'd be JSN.
Yeah.
But he's probably like, nah, you're not going to get me.
Yeah.
Can't get me.
He's already getting awards that say the wrong things from the NFL itself. So, hopefully.
Do you genuinely think that's a real thing that goes through somebody's mind when they're being made this offer?
The Madden curse. I think it is very superstitious, but it has a track record.
Also, if you are an athlete, you are superstitious.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Well, your career is being, especially in the NFL, your career could end in one snap.
Right.
So, I'm sure, but like obviously money talks, and like just the what's the word I'm trying to think of? Just like the gravitas and the cachet of of like being on the Madden cover, and I'm sure he knew he'd be the first Bears player in history to do it. So,
well,
yeah,
he's gonna be the last.
Probably. But that curse is there for a reason, because we've seen it with who's the most recent one. Saquon had a down year. I mean, obviously he didn't get brutally injured.
Christian
CMC
McCaffrey
before him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
both of his legs.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So we'll see how that pans out. Can Caleb break the curse? If given Bears' recent history, probably not. But we'll wait and see. I like Caleb.
Yeah,
I would be sad if he had a really shitty year, or if he tore his ACL or something.
Right. Yeah, that'd be a bummer. But we're gonna move on from Caleb and talk about wide receivers. Man,
wide receivers aplenty.
It was like a random Monday,
and there was a new one today too.
Yeah, and it just was all over the place. Let's start with that so we don't forget about it. Christian Watson signed a 4-year, $110 million deal with the Packers.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that is a disgusting overpay.
Well, and they lost out on who was the receiver that left to go to
Romeo Doubs.
Yep. Yeah. I mean,
Christian Watson has barely played in his career. He's been injured for almost his entire career.
Well, and I said this earlier as a joke, but it's really not a joke. Why have one wide receiver one when you could have 6 wide receiver twos? And that's been the Packers' mantra for a while now, ever since LaFleur got there.
Yeah, really.
Obviously, they had Devontae Adams when Rodgers was there, but after that, they have not had a definitive answer. I don't think Christian Watson is going to be that answer, but this is the wide receiver market now.
Right.
It's inflated beyond belief.
You want to know what's hilarious is that I think the Packers were going to take Brandon Ayuk, and the Niners traded up right in front of him.
Yeah,
to take Brandon.
Probably.
And then the Packers ended up taking Jordan Love instead.
What year was that again? 21? 2020, 2021?
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was 21.
Yeah, it had to have been.
Yeah. And they ended up taking Jordan Love instead, which is working out for them to some degree. I mean, he's
he's I'd say top.
If Henry was here, he'd say he was a top 5,
top 3. Yeah, and maybe say some problematic shit. But
I'd say he's maybe 9 or 10.
I would say guarantee top 12 for sure. Yeah. But he's good enough to, I think he can elevate these guys. But
Jordan Love.
Yeah, but you need somebody to help elevate him too.
Right. Yeah, he can't do it all on his own.
Right.
They're just not giving him the weapons that he needs to do the job, or honestly, the offensive line either.
And they were never going to be in the market to trade for an AJ Brown either.
Right. Well, and they're not going to be now that they're paying that Micah Parsons salary.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just one wide receiver. We got 3 coming up with the Giants wideouts.
Yeah, man. Odell, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Braxton Berrios, all on the same day. They brought these guys in, and I think that they are very concerned. That shows me that they're very concerned about Malik Neighbors and
his recovery timeline, and
they're not feeling confident about that. It doesn't sound like Jim Harbaugh is very confident about that either. So we'll just have to see what happens over there. But Odell is going to be back in New York. He has not quite earned his spot yet, right? It's still early. Juju, what a guy!
Oh, Juju,
all around the league. I think Berrios is my favorite of those signings.
I'd probably agree with you. Yeah.
These weren't earth-shattering, but they're definitely household names,
Well, yeah, you got Odell's return party. Juju, he's made his rounds around the league, but he's played with some high-tier franchises, having his stint in Pittsburgh and then Kansas City and all these places.
One of the things that I like about bringing Odell on is that he's already played in John Harbaugh's system. He knows.
That's right.
What's going on there? Right, coming from Baltimore. So yeah.
And also, it's a good little mediation with all the stuff that's been going on in Giants camp anyway that we talked about last week with Jackson Dart and stuff.
What are you talking about, Myles?
Oh, he was like introducing some guy, and people got upset.
Oh, weird.
But
about that.
Yeah, so I that's fun. Like Odell's a fun name for a Giants franchise to bring back.
And then those Odell fans or those Odell jersey.
I know they can finally take him out the closet again. Yeah. So yeah, it's fine. I think these are like serviceable names to play behind a Malik Neighbors, assuming he's going to be back up to speed.
Right. I got a name that's not serviceable though coming up next. That is Brandon Ayuk.
He's not serviceable, but he's going to be serving time.
He may be serving some time. The Santa Clara police department issued a warrant for Brandon Ayuk's arrest officially after he was caught. Well, I guess he wasn't really caught speeding. He kind of threw it out there for the whole world to see. Videos of him speeding past the 49ers stadium at like 100 miles an hour, which is it's a 40 mile per hour speed zone there. But we've actually got 2 clips for you. I got one of him pulling up to Levi Stadium, pretty disgruntled. And then the second one is the video that we just mentioned. So, John, if you can roll those 2 clips for us.
Look at him go, man.
This my shit, man.
He's cussing out the gate for closing.
Dude, he's hauling ass, bro. Oh my god. Yeah.
This one's even better. He's just mobbing, man.
I know.
And this is like right after he hasn't shown up. He hasn't called anybody. He's not in communication at this point. BA, man, what are we doing? You had such a promising career, and you're just throwing it away for nothing.
And he had the contract.
Yes.
And
he got the money.
And he's throwing it all away. Okay.
Got the bag and
we talk about these wide receiver, like, diva drama ad nauseum. Do you think, like, as his former best friend, what do you think?
God, stop saying that. That is not true. That is not true.
What do you think is going through his head? Because I think a lot of these guys you can go with Antonio Brown. That's a CTE thing. But he's still young. He's been playing for 4 years. He hasn't
played that long in the league. I don't know, man.
He legitimately might just be stupid.
I do not know.
Like, there's no rationale, no reasoning, especially after, I just spit everywhere, getting that contract and throwing it all away. Because, I mean, yeah, you want to go somewhere else, fine, but you're playing for San Francisco. You actually have a chance to win there. I don't know if it was something between him and Shanahan, or
I mean, at least like request a trade. I don't know, like, but don't toss your whole career. You know, if you're unhappy in San Francisco, don't throw your career away.
Well, and he's thrown it away so much that even when this contract is up, because obviously nobody's trading for him.
No,
even when his contract is up, who's gonna take him on?
I think they're gonna release him.
And then like
at this point,
then they're gonna have
he's
gonna have to be signed to a vet min,
right?
And it's like, I mean, obviously,
a 7th round pick for him, that would be the best value that they're.
And even at that point, would you even want to like prolong how much you're going to be having to pay for his contract, half his contract, by trading a 7th round pick for him?
He was a number 1 wide receiver on a contender, making $30 million a year.
Yeah,
and just threw it all away. And I just don't understand.
And he has pieces around him. You have Kittle and McCaffrey and Debo at the time, obviously, but
love to hear him speak out. Love to hear him speak out about it.
Who?
Brandon.
Oh, you think so?
Right.
Well, because there has to be.
I just got to know. I got to know what his thought process is.
Well, that makes me think like there had to have been some dispute there, whether it's between Shanahan or John Lynch, or what's the owner name, Jed York, or whoever. Because there's no rationale for this. It makes no sense why he's doing this. But you know what? This is the wide receiver curse, apparently. So he's just fallen victim to it.
John, what you got?
Maybe I'm just missing some crucial information. You guys can let me know if this is totally misplaced. But do you have any reason to think that there's any other rationale other than the high of having such a high amount of like clout and just money that makes you overly confident and do. I mean, from what I can tell in the clips at least, is it doesn't seem like he's being antagonistic. It just seems like he's being showy. Like he's driving around like he owns the street. He's yelling at the gates like, he expects something. Maybe this is just a case of like, I have so much money and all of it's gone to his head.
Here's the thing is that he was having some small disputes with Kyle Shanahan, right? There were like discussions about like the clothes that he was wearing out on, during practices and stuff like that. And then he got injured, right? Tore his ACL. He was done for the season. He just decided he was just not going to do any of his rehab. He just decided he was not going to communicate with the team, with ownership, with coaches or anything like that. Just went completely silent. No, not even talking to his teammates.
Yeah.
Then he decides he's just not going to, come in for any of his evaluations or anything like that. And he had held out and just gotten a massive, massive contract. Like I said, he was getting
later
$30 million a year, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as he gets the contract, he bounces. He doesn't show up so much, as the communication is so bad that a professional football team actually has to void your contract, which does not happen.
Yeah.
That is not something that happens. You're number one wide receiver on a contender. I just don't know. Like, and at this point, now he doesn't have any money. Where's his money coming from?
He's no more guarantees.
Making any money.
He has no more guarantees. So
he's got bills that he has to pay, right?
Yeah.
He's got to pay for those cars. He's got to pay for his house, and he doesn't have any income coming in. So I don't know.
The only income he could get is if he plays. His guarantees are out the window.
Right.
So he would have to play. I think it just shows John where his priorities lie, because obviously I think
they don't lie with professional football, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he doesn't love the game. I'm sure he loves the game, but he doesn't love it enough to be like, this, I need to course correct because this is doing more damage than just like whatever it is that I'm doing.
Right.
Because if he truly was in love with the game, he could still have that dispute with the 49ers.
He could have retired.
There are plenty of other avenues to go. God. Still be cordial and be like, I don't want to play for you, but obviously he had trade value.
Yeah. Well, now he can't play anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's just where his priorities lie right now.
Right.
And it's unfortunate, but there's truly no answer. I think it just doesn't make sense.
Well, I hope whatever's going on, I hope he gets the help that he needs or figures out whatever's going on. Because, I just don't have any words left for it. I'm curious what our next Brandon Ayuk update's going to be, because we talk about this one a lot.
It's going to be a mugshot.
Maybe so. I hope that it goes calmly and smoothly, for whatever that is. Hopefully he just turns himself in. But moving on from BA, Drake London signs a 4-year deal with the Falcons. 4 years, $141 million. $100 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
This wide receiver.
It's the market, man.
Dude, it is getting so inflated.
It is. And I think, because
BA pretty much set that.
He did. Yeah. He was a part of that. And then, you have the notable ones from just this offseason of Romeo Doubs, Alec Pierce, some of these guys who, I think are good wide receivers, but not for the rate they're getting paid.
I think Alec Pierce earned that bag.
He barely eclipsed 1,000 yards.
He was injured for the first 6 games.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is a good point. But yeah, this market's crazy now. But I think this just goes to show that they're trying to retain a piece, because Kyle Pitts is still up in the air.
Right.
Obviously, Bijan's a dog. And your quarterback room is a huge question mark when you got Tua and Michael Penix.
They're loving Tua over there in Atlanta, it sounds like right now.
Really?
I'm hearing really good things out of Atlanta.
Wow.
They're feeling very confident. I've been seeing some really good videos of Tua throwing the ball, and he looks nice right now. That connection between him and Drake London is looking really good, and I think that's probably why they decided to give him the bag, so that they could maintain that connection.
Well, I'm curious to see Tua play in Kevin Stefanski's offense. All Tua is known pretty much his entire career in the NFL has been the Mike McDaniel offense. A lot of obviously great run game, but a lot of 5 wide motion, a lot of trickery and stuff like that. But this is a ground and pound offense.
Well,
you're going to have
Stefanski could really simplify this offense for him.
2 to 3 tight end sets, and take a lot of pressure off of Tua.
Right.
Now, obviously, Stefanski has better pieces. I would say he has better pieces now than he did in Cleveland, for sure. Because obviously you had Nick Chubb for a while,
right?
And then you get Quinshon Judkins. They're obviously no receiver of the caliber of Drake London. Bijan's really good, and then could you figure out Kyle Pitts? This is a very tight end centric offense. They could unlock that too. So I'm curious to see how it's going to look.
I would love for Kyle Pitts to finally live up to his draft pick,
because he gets dogged on all the time.
Oh yeah,
and it's funny, but that was a premium pick,
right?
You want to see that shake out because I believe they picked up his 5th-year option, so you got. They're trying to see that through, which is important. And he did have a little bit of a resurgence last year, but can he build on it? We will find out.
Yeah.
So,
well, next on our list, we got the big one for wide receivers anyway.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown was finally traded. We all knew this was coming to the Patriots for a 2028 first and a 2027 fifth. He's going to be joining a wide receiver room with Romeo Doubs, Demario Douglas, and Kayshon Boutte, likely taking over as the team's new number 1.
They flipped that wide receiver room.
Oh, yeah. Quick. Yep.
Because
Drake May's going to have a lot of fun this season.
Yeah, he is. And he still has those backs behind him. Man,
that offense is looking tough.
Yeah, and I've already seen clips of him throwing to these guys, and I'm like, shit, man.
Yeah, AFC is going to be competitive for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's just very poetic that A.J. Brown goes back to play with Mike Vrabel. Because Vrabel didn't want to trade him in the first place out of Tennessee. And he ended up having to, they trade him for a 2nd-round pick, if I believe. Yeah.
Bag of chips,
man. So you're already having to make up that compensation by getting him back, but it's worth it.
Right. I think so, too. I mean, he's a clear number 1 wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
That's your starting guy.
What was a lot of the tension between him and the Eagles? Obviously, I think
you want to hear? Have you been keeping up on this?
I haven't, but obviously I know the surface level stuff of Kevin Patello, I believe was his name, offensive coordinator. He wasn't a big fan of Jalen Hurts.
Oh, you haven't heard all this drama?
No, enlighten us.
Oh man. Okay, so there's tons of drama out there about AJ was dating this girl, and then one of the defensive linemen was banging her on the side, and I guess Jalen Hurts knew about it and didn't say anything to AJ, and then AJ found out, and there's it's honestly what I am seeing a lot of it all goes back to personal drama with women.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what sparked
okay, wait,
of it.
So
and then it just transpired into worse and worse.
Okay, wait, let me connect the dots here again. So one of the defensive linemen was having sex with AJ Brown's girl, and Jalen Hurts knew about it but didn't say anything.
Yes.
Wow. How did I not see any of this?
Dude, it has been getting juicier. It has been getting juicier every single week. Yeah.
And I saw this recently. AJ Brown grew up a Patriots fan, but did you see that he used AI to Photoshop a picture of him as a kid wearing a Patriots jersey?
No.
And they found out it was AI because at the time of that picture, Nike wasn't making the jerseys yet, so he had a Tom Brady Nike jersey on.
You don't have to be smart to play football, Myles. You don't got to be smart to play football, man.
Yeah, who would have guessed? But yeah, I think round it out, it's poetic. He's going to play with Vrabel again, and he's going to have a hell of a better quarterback in Drake May than Jalen Hurts.
Right, and maybe his teammates will respect his relationship a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know, because Mike Vrabel is a cheating boy too.
That's true.
Him and Diana Rossini.
True.
So that's a match made in heaven, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely Vrabel's son.
He's going from.
Do you think that's Mike Vrabel's kid?
Shit, man, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it
I think I
definitely
saw that like
It so is.
Diana's. Well, they named him Michael. That is insane. That is literally insane. Diana named the kid Michael, and I think the husband is
Middle name Vrabel.
Yeah, exactly. I think the husband is demanding her to get a DNA test.
Oh yeah.
And I think you should.
It looks like him. Yeah.
And this was dating back to even like the Titan days.
Mm-hmm.
So that is crazy too. Patriots, yeah, man. But we'll see how that shakes out. He's got a great wide receiver. He went from one good wide receiver room to another. Right. So we'll see how that shakes out. But next up, we got Russell Wilson. He's calling it quits, hanging up the cleats, and he's picking up the mic.
Yeah, retires from the NFL, and he's signing a deal with CBS. He's expected to become a staple on the NFL Today show. He will be filling in for Matt Ryan, who has now moved on to become the Atlanta Falcons president of football operations.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Russell Wilson is hanging up the cleats, and he's going to be putting on a suit.
Yeah.
You're going to see the tie come out.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think he'll be fine. I think it's hard. It's harder to be bad at like being an analyst on CBS than it is to be good.
He'll figure out how to tie the tie.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out. There's lots of YouTube videos out there, Russell. You'll be okay, I promise.
So what's CBS Sports? That's rad.
You know, I am kind of curious. Yeah, CBS Sports. I was literally about to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's ride Broncos country. Let's ride.
Yeah.
Do you think he knows more words than that? He's got to, right?
He's a big Christian. I'm sure he knows like God and Amen.
Yeah, maybe here we go. Or
Yeah.
is that Dak Prescott? Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's honestly, that cadence has grown on me.
What was Wilson's cadence? It was something annoying as well.
Has it stuck around since his Seattle days?
I don't know. It's probably not.
It wasn't. No, he wasn't a green 19. He was anyway, but hopefully he doesn't bring it out on the on the set. Yeah, I think he'll be fine.
I hope he brings the CBS Let's Ride though.
That would be hilarious.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, because he is so corny. But
you know, though, these quarterbacks though, they're really smart, man. They are really, really good. I know a lot of people hate listening to Tom Brady, but Tom Brady really breaks down what's going on. And I know a lot of people give a lot of flack to Tony Romo too, but if you listen to Tony like really analyze some of those plays,
these guys are smart.
Dude, they are really smart and they know what they're talking about. And that's one of my favorite things.
Don't people just give Tom Brady shit because he kisses his son on the lips?
That's been like something that follows him.
And you know, he lost Giselle Buchanan, but you know, no big deal.
He seems to be doing better.
Well, you know, 7 Super Bowls later, I think, and he's now owner of the Raiders. I think he's doing okay.
Minority owner and something else too. He was like doing modeling runway or something. He's a hot man.
He was also on the roast of.
Yeah, he was.
The roast of Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
recently.
Do you guys think that he still kisses his son on the lips?
Not in front of a camera, that's for sure.
The world may never know, John.
Yeah.
The world may never know.
I'm sure he does. He's just not going to record it anymore. He catch too much flack for that. But yeah, these guys, I love Tony Romo and Tom Brady as analysts. Bless you, my son.
Thank you.
Even like Greg Olson. I mean, he didn't play quarterback. He was a tight end, but he's a great announcer. He's smart too.
Yep.
So obviously, Wilson won't be commentating games, but he'll be behind the.
He could be though.
He could
move that direction, especially if they need a fill-in last minute or something like that. He could head that way.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
We shall see. I don't hate Russell Wilson. I don't.
Yeah, I just hated him when I was, when he was playing for Seattle back in the day.
I couldn't stand that guy.
Dude, tearing it up. He was so elusive.
Yeah.
You couldn't tackle him.
It was annoying.
Yeah, it was the worst. You got defenders literally right on top of him, and all of a sudden he just pops out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then like he had Lockett and Doug Baldwin, and then he had Marshawn Lynch behind him, and it's like you finally think you're squeezing the Seahawks. You got him in your grasp, and then he busts out a
Legion of Boom too. Like, there were so many reasons to hate the Seahawks back then.
Oh man.
And Pete Carroll was just the most smug.
Oh my God. Bending over and chewing his gum like, I fucking hate you, dude.
I
hate you. I part of me was kind of felt like, yeah, when he sucked on the Raiders, I'm like, yeah, that feels good. But yeah, he was a cardinal killer, as a lot of teams are. But yeah, if I had $1 for every time there was like a huge pivotal 3rd and 11 and he just busts out for a scramble and gets like 15 yards, I could probably pay for Ayuk's new contract.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you'll never understand heartbreak, Myles, until you see Richard Sherman break up a pass to
and that was the Kaepernick days.
Michael Crabtree in the end zone. Yeah. You'll never understand heartbreak until you see that.
Well, would you rather see? This is a question because the Cardinals haven't made the NFC Championship in over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have the game end like that, or just have it be over before it even started? Like, because the Cardinals got obliterated like 49-15 by the Panthers. I cried.
Were those the Cam Newton days?
Yeah. I cried watching that.
I don't know. We've gotten so close so many times, and just like you really just get your hopes up, and I just don't know if like I can take that, how much more heartbreak you can take. It's kind of like a person that maybe feel like gets into these long-term relationships or like really like falls in love quick, and then they just constantly have their heart broken, and then all of a sudden they become jaded. It starts to get a little bit like that, where you like really it just hurts. It hurts, man, to lose to the Chiefs twice, lose to the
Ravens
in the Super Bowl, and then just years of having to deal with both the Rams and the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. Yeah, it's great to make it there, but can we win one? Before the Harbaugh days, we hadn't lost a Super Bowl. We won 5 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And now we haven't. I mean, what are we, 5-3 now?
Yeah.
Hurts.
You haven't won since 95. Haven't the Cowboys won a Super Bowl more recent than you guys?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
I think Aikman won in like 97. But
check it out.
What is it? Cowboys last Super Bowl. But I'll remind you, Jared.
Yeah.
Last Super Bowl win. They definitely have not been to a Super Bowl.
Well, they haven't been to a Super Bowl since then, so.
Cowboys' last Super Bowl win was 1996.
Okay. A year after the Niners.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just remind you, Jared, the grass is not always greener. And it's easier for me to say that I would rather watch the Cardinals lose in the Super Bowl or the NFC Championship game in heartbreaking fashion than watch them go 4-13 in consecutive years. So,
well, it wouldn't be as much fun. I wouldn't get to sit here and rip on you for kicking your guys' ass every single year if we didn't have that. But
remember that stat I gave you?
I remember the stat that
Kyle Shanahan has been swept by the Cardinals 4 times.
I remember that. All 4 of those seasons, I'm pretty sure we made the playoffs though, so I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah. I like. we can get off this topic because we need to finish out.
Those are just bye weeks, man.
Yeah.
Those are just bye weeks.
We need to finish out this segment. We got
with
one
a bang
more because this one shook the NFL world and it shook me to my core. I'm sure it shook you to your core.
Oh yeah, heartbreaking, heartbreaking for sure.
So yeah, Jared, why don't you lay down the skinny?
Brock Purdy and Jacoby Brissett if they ever find him. Please stay healthy this season. Myles Garrett has been traded to the Rams from the Browns for Jared Verse, a 2027 first rounder, a 2028 second rounder, and a 2029 third round conditional pick. And as you can see, the death in Myles' eyes.
I was already dead inside before this, but
I think he was. He looks like he's about to cry. Actually, his eyes are. You can't see it on camera, but his eyes are watering up.
They're tearing up, but the tear will fall if Aaron Donald comes out of retirement.
Oh my God! Why even watch?
Yeah,
why even watch the NFC West if that's the case?
It would be a sight to see. I'd hate to see it though.
Come on, man! Just trade for Max Crosby. Just do it.
Honestly, just go balls to the wall.
Honestly, sell out.
Yeah.
Sell out for it. Do it, because what else are you like? You got the Super Bowl champion Seahawks. You got Myles Garrett now on the Rams, and if they get Aaron Donald back, what are you gonna do? You have to sell out at this point.
Yeah.
Do it. Just do it. Why bring Mike Evans?
Yeah.
What's the point of that if you're not gonna go balls to the wall? They have the cap space. Either bring in Joey Bosa or Max Crosby and beef up that offensive line. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
And lose twice to the Cardinals. Whatever, man.
I can't believe the NFC West is this scared of Carson Beck.
Right. That is what they are preparing for.
He has struck
rookie quarterback Carson Beck out of Miami.
He has struck fear in the hearts.
The bluefish from Nemo.
Yeah. Yeah. Punchable face.
Nemo swimming out into the sea.
Yeah.
That's Carson Beck.
Yeah, he's got the punchable face, but it's less punchable now that he's wearing red. But John's Googling Carson Beck.
Yeah, can we get a picture of Carson Beck, John?
Yeah, so we can.
Can you put okay, and then after that, can we get the picture of the blue fish from Nemo that says Nemo swimming out into the sea?
He's gonna touch the butt.
Yeah, give me just a sec.
Right, John's gonna pull this for us.
I can do this.
Yeah, Carson Beck.
I wish I had my
Jeremiah
phone.
Love.
I would just send you the picture of the fish.
Yeah, there is some resemblance there for sure.
Oh yeah.
But to go back to the trade,
that's a great move for the Rams.
it is because like obviously you have a future with Jared Verse. He had a down year this year, but like he has way more mileage in the tank. But Myles Garrett could play till 35.
Here's the other thing, though. They maybe only have a year and a half left in Stafford.
They're maxing out their Stafford timeline.
Yes, and they want to win one more with him before it's over. And they know that if they want to defeat Seattle and they want to defeat what they have going on over there, they're going to have to start selling out again.
Yeah.
I think that their wide receiver core is phenomenal.
Yep.
They have a wonderful run game. They've got the MVP quarterback, a great offensive line. Their defense was already great without Myles Garrett.
And they added Trent McDuffie.
Yes, and they added Trent McDuffie as well in their secondary. That is a scary team. There's a reason that they are leading in the Super Bowl odds right now.
They shot right up there.
Yeah, and it does not surprise me at all. I am going to be scared every time I play the Rams this season, unless we're playing them in SoFi.
Yeah.
In Levi South.
That's Levi South.
Yeah.
100%.
I hate to report this, but the OBS is being kind of weird. I can't get it to show the picture of the browser.
If you guys are curious, just Google Carson Beck and the bluefish from Nemo.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. It like shows up, and then when I try to actually confirm it, it just disappears.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
no worries.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll make sure we get it for the next time, and we'll do like we'll create like a side by side comparison. John, don't worry about it.
Have you seen the memes recently about like, oh man, it was like a like photoshopped image of Carson Beck and Victor Wembanyama playing chess or something in like the desert sunset, and it said something like above it like historical or like generational or something. It's so funny, and they did it with McCarthy too. Like it's hilarious,
man.
But that's how I feel about Carson Beck, man.
You didn't even want Carson Beck, and I'm the one that told you that I thought that it was a good pick. I told you right where they were going to pick him, and that it was a good pick for that value, and you were like, I don't even want Carson Beck. And now all of a sudden, Myles loves Carson Beck. That's
you know why?
His guy.
You know why?
He's
Because
all for it.
Jacoby Brissett holding out has pissed me off. It's like, dude, I wouldn't even give you a bag of Lay's.
They should just release him.
I think so too. He could be a trade suitor. You get like a 7th round pick or something, but like, and then you sign Gardner Minshew. I think it's just
Start
like,
Gardner.
dude,
Start
Gardner, and then throw Carson Beck in there after week 4.
Yeah,
because I want to see what we have in him
against the Rams. Probably,
I still would have taken a tackle at 65 because this shouldn't have been an issue. They should have signed Malik Willis when they had the chance. But here we are. Carson Beck. He's played a lot of college football, and I'm warmed up to the idea now. It's like, okay, let's see what he has.
All right. Well, let's move on from.
Wait. Hold on.
We have a development.
Do we have the picture?
Okay.
Yeah, look at it.
That's the beckoning right there, baby.
Woo!
Look at that, man. Yeah.
Oh man, I think that's awesome. That's your boy right there, Myles. There he is.
The Cardinals are winning the NFC.
Oh man, you wish. You know what, Myles?
A man can dream.
If the Cardinals win the NFC this year, make me a bet right now. I don't even care what it is. Whatever it is.
I get to have Stevie.
You want me to bet? You want to bet?
Bet
want me to
Stevie's
bet
ownership
Stevie's live
on the Cardinals winning the NFC?
I can't do that.
Okay.
Nothing with a living creature.
Man, yeah. Well, so winning the NFC, they're going to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Let's hear it.
Double beer mile.
How about this, Myles? If the Cardinals win the NFC, I'll shave my head. If the 49ers win the NFC, you shave your head.
Why is this double-sided? One is way more likely than the other.
Yeah, to be fair, Jared, you proposed Myles make a bet with you. You don't think you get to like turn it around?
Yeah,
and
but he
ask
didn't
for
give me
something in
anything.
return?
You can shave your head if they win the NFC, but I'm not shaving my head if the Niners win the NFC.
All right, give me a bet.
Something more plausible. Man, I don't know. How about you just do like a classic fantasy punishment of like 24 hours anywhere you want?
Okay. All right. Restaurant.
Any restaurant, any
of my
fast
choice?
food restaurant.
Okay.
Not fast casual.
Not fast casual. Yeah. Right. So we're good with Jimmy John's and Wingstop.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to double check on that.
Fast food.
Right. Fast.
Yeah. So you can do 24 hours at like an IHOP.
Little
or something.
Caesars.
Yeah.
Right. Qdoba.
Mhm.
Chipotle. Anything like
you
that.
could walk through the drive-through.
Right. Yeah. You're right. You are absolutely.
And then if you ever run out of money, go through the fast food Chase Bank.
Oh,
go through their
that's right. The
drive-thru.
Chase Bank. Yeah.
But yeah, 24 hours.
Could I just hang out in the Chase Bank?
Probably.
All right. Yeah. That sounds good.
You can be the ATM associate. But moving on.
All right. Yeah. Let's move on.
We have a new, not a new segment. We're bringing this back.
We've kind of dug back up. Yeah. It's our starting five.
Starting five, and today's theme is comedians.
I'm excited for this one because I got some good ones.
I think we're gonna have some repeats.
I will say I don't think you're gonna know who my center is.
I'm not a big comedian guy.
Well, based off of your cultural knowledge to date, I don't think that you're gonna know who my center is, but you're gonna know after I tell you.
Okay, because I would know a bit he did, or like a clip of something, or
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, how about you start us off? Let's go point guard.
All right, point guard. I'm going with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Chris Rock at point guard.
Yeah.
Highly vocal floor general is my analysis.
My point guard is Dave Chappelle because he has
Okay.
some good crowd control.
Yeah.
So I think you set the floor, space it out, control the tempo.
I like that. All right, shooting guard. I got a wild card here for you. Okay. Nikki Glazer.
Nikki Glazer.
Let's see. Fearless slasher. You know who Nikki Glazer is?
Not off the name.
Oh, and she's hilarious.
Oh no, I've never seen any of her stuff.
Oh yeah, she's hilarious.
Hey
John, we got a puzzle.
Yep.
All right. Hey folks, sorry about that. We had some audio issues, so apologies for that. But we are back, and Myles, we kind of left off, I think it was at shooting guards. I had said Nikki Glazer for mine because she's a fearless slasher. Who'd you have for yours?
I had Shane Gillis because he's been having a pretty hot run in comedy recently. So if he gets hot on the court, it's going to be lights out.
Right. He's been on some roasts recently as well.
He has.
Yeah. Okay. At small forward, I got Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Elite two-way veteran.
Okay. I'm curious if you... I'm sure you know who this is, but I'm curious if you like him. Because my small forward is going to be Nate Bargatze.
I don't know who that is actually.
Oh, he's good. He's got some good Netflix specials.
Yeah.
He's a clean comedian. He doesn't cuss, but he has great delivery.
Okay.
He has some great delivery. He is very funny. So he's gonna be a general out there for sure.
All right. Power forward. I got Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias.
I have no idea who that is.
You don't know who Gabriel Iglesias is?
No, I don't.
What?
I'm sure I would know his face.
No way you don't know Fluffy.
Gabriel Iglesias.
John, what are we doing right now? What's happening?
Oh, I know
on
this
the screen?
guy.
Yeah. What am I being blamed for?
Thank God there's the red arrow. I didn't see him.
I know.
Yeah, I know who this guy is.
All right. I hope you know who Fluffy is.
I'm just like I said, I'm not a big stand-up comedian guy. I don't watch a lot of specials, so I mainly see these people from clips.
Fluffy's like a clown. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
yeah.
John, you know who Gabriel Iglesias is?
Of course I do.
I sure hope so. What was going on the screen here, John?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
You weren't supposed to be able to see that, and they can't see it, so stop addressing it.
Next, he's gonna put up the picture he drew of me.
Yeah. Oh, I love the Myles
was a good
cam.
one.
The Myles cam is got to be my favorite.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
All right. At center.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh yeah,
my power forward is going to be Bill Burr.
Ooh,
because
nice.
he's not from what I've seen, not too flashy. That isn't like a big storytelling kind of comedian, but he's aggressive.
Okay. All right. At center. Oh, by the way, for Gabriel Iglesias, my rundown was he's the space eater.
Oh man.
All right. At center, standing at 6'8", Brad Garrett, the dominant rim protector.
Brad Garrett.
Yes.
This is bad. I'm having
Brad
to look
Garrett,
up all your people.
Played in Everybody Loves Raymond as Robert.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Played Bloat in Finding Nemo and Dim in A Bug's Life.
I'm trying to think of his voice in those.
Very deep.
Yeah.
Very deep.
And he sounds like Italian, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got nothing on my center because my center is the one, the only.
If you say like Kevin Hart or something like
Kevin
that.
Hart. Yeah. And my analysis for that was my analysis for that was parentheses obviously.
Nice.
Because you know what? In basketball, man, it's heart over height.
Right. Heart over height. Yeah.
HART. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
I'm glad you caught on to that. Yeah. So I have a lot of belief in him. But he's quick, he's finicky, he's twitchy, so he can.
Right, he's gonna get smacked down by Brad Garrett.
No, he's gonna run under his legs. he's gonna trick him a little bit.
I think I got you on size here, Myles. I think I got you on size.
Barely.
Was Kevin Hart like 5'2", 5'3"?
If that. I think he's at most 5'4".
He's pretty short. He's pretty small.
He is.
All right, let's move on now to the WFA. So we had some pretty crazy games happen this last weekend.
We did.
Yep. And we have the new power rankings. So in the top 5, I only have the top 5, and then I have where our Nevada Storm have landed.
Mm-hmm.
In our top 5, we've got Salt Lake coming in at 5-0, Pittsburgh at number 2 at 4-0, the DC Divas coming in at 3-1 at the number 3 spot, Minnesota takes over the number 4. They actually fall one spot at 4-1, breaking their undefeated win streak last week. And the Cali War also breaking their undefeated win streak, falling another spot at the number 5 at 3-1. And our Nevada Storm coming in at 2-2, breaking their losing streak, are going to fall all the way to the number 18 spot. I said fall, but there's no change actually from last week. Some pretty intense games, though, from this last weekend. where the Pittsburgh Passion narrowly defeated the Tampa Bay Inferno 27-26. That was a very close game. Pittsburgh retains its perfect record this season, but just barely. The Minnesota Vixen, after defeating the St. Louis Slam and giving them their only loss earlier in this season, lost to the Slam 7-10. I was able to catch the end of that game, just the fourth quarter, and Minnesota had multiple opportunities to get into the end zone and win that game, and they just couldn't pull it off.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
that was unfortunate. I'm just looking through the stats through week 6.
Mm-hmm.
The Wildcats being number 1 in scoring and team defense. I mean, that you chalk it up to that.
Well, and something that we talked about last week was that if the Wildcats beat the Cali War this week, they were pretty much going to cement themselves into that number 1 spot, and they did. They defeated the Cali War 24-12 in LA, which was a pretty big deal. Those 12 points that Cali scored kind of came in garbage time. They were in the fourth quarter, late in the game. And yeah, so Salt Lake, again, they're 5-0, 3-0 at home, 3-0 on the road, which is very impressive. 2-0 at home. They're going to be playing the Cali War again. So they're playing them back-to-back weeks, and they're going to be playing them at home in Salt Lake. So I don't imagine much of a different result. If anything, I think that Salt Lake is really going to be able to bring it to them with, being able to stay rested at home. And finally, the Nevada Storm blew out the River City Grizzlies over there in Sacramento, 38-0.
Mm-hmm. Poor Sac, man.
The only thing about Nevada is that they may still miss the playoffs. Those Massey ratings are really, really important.
They're sitting at 2-2.
And, something that makes a big difference, especially now that they're sitting there at 2-2, they could win out the rest of the season and defeat the Mile High Blaze in a couple weeks. But that may not be enough because of strength of schedule. And we've talked about this. Those Massey ratings are important, and that strength of schedule is really important when it comes to playoffs. So they may still miss the playoffs for the second straight season.
It really is kind of similar to the March Madness thing of the being able to have like the Power 5 or whatever it was called, having those wins.
Right.
Yeah, they're important, but they're still, the Storm are still in like the middle to upper half of a lot of these categories.
Right.
Pretty much smack dab in the middle of scoring, lower half of defense, but offense pretty much in the middle. Rushing, top 4. Passing obviously hasn't been their biggest forte, so they're on the lower half of that. And whoa, we have a development. No, we do not. I was going to say the War have finally reported their penalties, and they have not. I was mistaking them with the Divas. But that's one area where the Storm is very good. They're very disciplined. They're not committing penalties left and right.
Yeah,
so,
and I didn't speak about this score just because it was egregious, but the DC Divas did defeat the Cincinnati Cougars 64-28.
Is that close?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a little tight-knit playoff run.
I think so too. And Nevada is going to need some help for sure if they're going to want to get into the playoffs. They hold some of their own fate in their own hands.
Yeah.
But their destiny also lies in the hands of some of these other teams, including Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, and some other teams around the league, maybe even St. Louis, right? So I think after St. Louis beat Minnesota this last week, I think that skyrocketed them quite a bit.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't have them in the top 5, but they did come in at the number 6 spot in the power rankings.
And wasn't that St. Louis's first win? Or was that?
No, they're 3-1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was mixing that up.
Tampa Bay has 1 win this season.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
they've had all close games. So Tampa comes in at number 7, actually, in the power
really?
rankings.
Okay.
And the reason why, even though they're 1-3, is that they've had all their games, even the games that they've lost, have been close. They've been competitive in those games, and they've got a really good young team over there.
That's the unfortunate reality of losing these games. If you're the Storm, is like you said, you can still control your own destiny, but you're gonna need some help from these other teams,
right?
And the stars are gonna have to align a little bit more when all it comes down to is you winning these games earlier than having to make the push later.
Right.
So we'll see how that pans out. But
well, they've only got one more pro game this season, and it's against the Mile High Blaze, who have not had the best season themselves.
no, they have not. They've been playing terrible.
Yeah, they have not had the greatest season themselves, and so it's going to be interesting to see where they end up after that.
Yeah, going to be exciting. I'm going to see how this shakes out. But what number are you thinking of? What number am I thinking of? This is a new game we were playing. We're calling it Just Guess That Number. We capped this number.
We're terrible at names, by the way.
We are, yeah. We capped the number we could think of at 100.
Yes.
So between 0 and 100, we're just going to ask each other a couple questions to figure out whose number.
Or what each other's number.
What each other, yeah. Now,
so Myles, do you have your number in your head already?
I do. I have it written in front of me.
Okay.
I think for this one, it should be a competition. So I think for this one, we should go back and forth with questions.
Okay, I agree.
See who can get it first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you start. Ask away.
Is your number, Myles, the age of a child?
No.
Okay.
Jared, is your number, could I eat...
Could you eat my number?
No. Could I eat like this amount of pizza rolls in one sitting?
Yes. That was a good one.
Okay.
That was a really good one.
Okay.
But I will also say, Myles, that I could probably eat like 40 pizza rolls. I could probably eat like a bag to myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still helpful though.
Yeah. Okay. Myles, is your number retired?
Like the age of this person would be retired. I would say they could be. I wouldn't say this is the typical age.
Retirement is 65 plus. That's what I would say.
Then no.
Okay.
Would I be pulled over in a school zone if I was driving this speed?
Maybe.
So it'd be okay.
Is it over 15?
Yeah, like over 15, and like they're not very lenient in the school zones.
You wouldn't be pulled over for speeding.
They don't.
I wouldn't be pulled over.
They're not
speeding.
lenient in school zones at all. If you're going like even 5 miles,
You would not be pulled over for speeding in a school zone.
Okay.
All right. Myles, have I been this number in age?
No.
No?
That's a good question.
Okay.
That is a really good question. Jared, is this number more or less than a dozen eggs?
Less.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, you're much closer than I am right now, which is really frustrating.
Yeah.
Okay. Myles. Let's see, what's a good one here? Oh man, what's a good question to ask to
I already know my next
try to
question.
narrow this one down? Is this number greater or equal to the amount of episodes that we've put out?
It is greater.
It is greater.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
If you took your number and subtracted that from how old you are, would you be in high school?
Yeah. No.
You're 28, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I subtracted my number
From your age, would you have been in high school at the time?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so right now I'm in the range of 40 to 65. That's where I'm at right now. I got to think of something in between there. Oh gosh. What's a good question to ask in between this? 40 to 65?
You can always phone a John.
Could I phone a John?
You could ask about the like the decade in the 1900s. So you could say like, was my decade in the 1900s XYZ?
You think I know history?
Well, you could ask about music. You could ask about whether there's a war going on.
Yeah, Myles doesn't know these things.
No.
No. I wish I could say that. Is your next question, do you think you know what it is?
I don't think I know what it is, but
all right. Is it greater than 50?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it is.
So it's less than 65 though, right? We already discussed this.
That's two questions.
But I already asked.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
It is.
All right.
Just
clarifying.
So I know it's 10 or less. It has to be less than 10. I think I'm cheating from over here.
Well, I set it down and I was like,
oh, no, I didn't know. Man. Shit, man. If I was this age, would I be in grade school?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Do you constitute grade school as starting at first grade?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, probably kindergarten.
Okay.
Yeah, probably kindergarten. All right. Dang, so we've narrowed it down to 15 numbers here, between 50 and 65. So it's not 6'7" at this point.
Oh man.
Gosh, what would be this number for you?
This is just the most random number.
You just picked a random one?
Yeah.
57?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so I have to be between 5 and 9. I think I can afford one more question. Between 5 and 9. Is this number even or odd?
It's odd.
Okay.
Is yours even or odd?
Mine is odd.
Yours is odd? Okay. And it's not 57.
It is not 57.
Okay. I asked.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm going to guess 7.
No.
Shit.
But that only leaves you
2 more.
2 more. Oh, man.
So you're going to have to throw some guesses out now.
All right. 63.
No.
Okay.
Jesus. 9. It is 9.
It is 9.
It's like JJ McCarthy, bro. I felt his aura coming inside.
Yeah, I thought I thought you'd appreciate that. I'm sure that's a feeling that.
Do you want to give one more shot? Give one more shot.
I do kind of want to take one more crack at it. Okay, so it's got to be between 50 and 65, right?
Yes.
That's what we said. 53.
No.
What was it?
It's 59. You were close with the 57.
Dang.
I had to clench my ass a little bit. I was like, Jesus.
Myles,
You clenched your ass while 9 came inside you?
Yeah, exactly. What's up, John?
I'm just out of curiosity, just because Jared had such little faith in your just
History
general,
knowledge?
not history, but pop culture in general.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what decade the Vietnam War was taking place?
Was that was the 19... That had to have been the early 50s into the 60s.
Okay, and you're half right. And
it was the. Can I say it?
Yeah,
it was the 60s.
It's the 60s.
Well, because I remember. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because I remember my dad's older brother got drafted to that, but he he didn't go because he had the bone spurs.
If I'd asked you a question about the Vietnam War, though, would you have been able to put that together and give me an answer that would have solidified?
Like, if you were trying to guess my number?
Yes.
Well, that was literally my question.
Well, I think I would have led you down the wrong path because I would have said the same thing of the early 50s into the 60s.
Exactly.
Or the late 50s into the 60s.
My next question is...
Which I was already there.
Do you know what decade the greaser look was most popular?
The greaser look?
Yeah.
That's screaming 70s.
Okay. You were right, Jared.
I know.
Those would have been terrible questions.
I'm aware. I appreciate you.
What was the what was that, the 80s?
You're about
90s?
You were 20 years
2020s?
off. Now you're 30 years off.
Wow, that was a 50s thing?
It was a 50s thing, yeah.
Like early 50s.
Gross. Okay. Well, John, are we in the 21st century? Yes or no?
What is this question?
That confuses people sometimes.
Yes.
There we go. All right, Jared.
Confuses, like...
Well, because some people are going to think like we're in the 20th century because it's
I think you're exposing yourself a little bit here, Myles.
Okay, what I will say, Myles, is that there are a lot of people in America who I wouldn't say them not knowing the answer to that question means they're uneducated, but I would say that they're probably not very cultured. Like, I'm
What are you trying to say?
I'm probably in a very small percentage of people that could point to almost any country on a map.
What's the capital of Venezuela?
A small amount of people in America. What's the capital of Venezuela? I have no idea.
Morocco, Venezuela, because I have that song memorized. Okay.
Are your feelings hurt, Myles?
About what? About like my lack of knowledge?
Yeah, about what I said. That I didn't.
What did you say?
Would know.
I didn't.
Well, John said
you didn't think I would know what?
I don't know. You seem like you're getting a little defensive about the.
Oh no, I was just being a smartass.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to think of a history question for you that I would know. No, that's fine.
Do you know what years World War II was? That's like typical
it was the 30s.
knowledge.
Wait, no, World War II.
World War II.
That is typical guy knowledge, but I'm not a typical guy.
You got any like ancient Roman history on deck?
No, God, I haven't reached that part of my manhood yet. No, I haven't been watching those documentaries.
Wait. Though, you don't know when World War II was?
It wasn't the 30s. It was.
When did World War II end? Do you know?
No.
Well, it started in 39.
So I guess technically,
yeah.
I mean, and there's some differing opinions on when World War II actually, like
the consensus
started.
is that it's
some people say like 1940, but 39 would be more accurate if you were to like really.
When did?
Well, I certainly
It ended in 1945, right?
Ended in 1945. I think the general consensus is that the war officially started with Germany invading Poland, which was September 1st, 1939. I think that's where that number comes from because that was the big move.
Because I've always remembered it as the 30s, but then I knew that it went on for a while longer, so I was like, well, I don't think it started and ended in the 30s. So
I appreciate you, Myles.
No, history was never my thing. It was never my thing.
Okay.
And it's like
I could ask Jared.
You have strengths, Myles.
I do.
Thank you. You have strengths. Yeah. But
history is not one of them.
Culture and history are not. They're not on that list.
No, they definitely are not.
You can shoot a bucket though.
Jared, do you
shoot a bucket?
I can.
Jared, do you know what year America entered into World War II?
Ooh.
Let's see. It was either 1942 or 1943 because they got in late.
No, they went in 1945 because they ended that shit right away.
No, technically, I think you can say it was 42.
Okay.
But Pearl Harbor was like the inciting incident that happened.
That's right. Yes.
Happened in December 1941. So
see, it's
you
the
could
December. It's
probably-
the December
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
here
yeah,
that's
yeah.
killing me.
the December, it's like at the end of the year. So
Right.
I kind of count. In my mind, I was thinking 42, and then I looked it up, and it was 41 was the
Officially entered
This-
42,
what-
but
December what?
41.
December 7th.
Oh,
So
okay.
it probably took a little bit of
December
time.
7th, yeah.
You know, they got to
Mhm.
back in those.
You got to
days-
mobilize.
Yeah, you
well-
had to send a letter through a crow.
Back in 1941, the president had to actually ask Congress before starting a war. That's something that
Yeah, that's
most-
something
Yeah,
that's something that
That shit doesn't
exist
happen anymore. You don't got to do that.
Yeah.
Anymore. What kind of stupid rule was that?
Take out the middleman, bro.
Yeah, just
Pull
cut
up
him
the
out
phone and be like,
completely.
"Hey, we're gonna
You know,
bomb your ass."
just put all the power into one
Yeah, well,
hand.
they-
Honestly,
yeah.
why even have Congress?
That's the executive branch, baby. That's where
Yeah.
all power
Back then
exists.
they couldn't, blow up hundreds of thousands of people with a video game.
You know,
Yeah.
I think we just make one branch, just one
Now we're
one
talking.
singular
Yeah.
branch.
Now
Yeah,
I'm talking.
yeah. Really, let's lean into the fascism.
I think we
actually.
should.
Yeah, exactly.
We should go back to kings.
I agree. Um, all right, I love that. All
Yeah.
right, guys, we are pretty much done here. We're gonna wrap it up. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Thank you, Myles and John. And remember, a fast food restaurant, also known as a quick service restaurant, QSR, within the industry, is a specific type of restaurant that serves fast food cuisine and has minimal table service. Quote Wikipedia. We'll see you next week.